So you want some Mortal Kombat? I don't blame you. I also like Mortal Kombat. Join me in outer Mortal Kombat space as we go over some more rewards. Mortal Kombat's not done yet. Did you think that Mortal Kombat 1 was over? I think a lot of people might think it's over, and actually there's some people that think KP3's still coming. I'm not hating on you. That's fine. If you believe that, you believe that. And if it happens, I'll be shocked and I'll be really happy. That's bright. That's really bright. We're going through Liu Kang's clouds. Liu Kang has very powerful clouds, and as you notice, we'll peer through. You're going to see like the water down on the ground. The dragon statue is going to be on the horizon. Mortal Kombat 1's not dead yet. It's just beginning. Embrace it. Now, I don't want to say embrace chaos, because, well, yeah, it kind of does end at Chaos Reigns, but we're not done. There really is some rewards I'm going to go over that I didn't know if I was actually going to go over or not. Yeah, for real, let's go over all the rewards you can get in Invasions. I did a poll asking you guys if you wanted me to cover classic Mortal Kombat games, if you would rather me start on some Mortal Kombat lore videos, and most of you said Mortal Kombat 1 and the content that's to come, which I was going to report on that anyway. However, it's actually pretty exciting that you guys still want me to do current Mortal Kombat content, and I'm excited to go over the rewards with you, and also, it's a good time and opportunity for me to really look deeper into the game. Now let's go ahead and actually look at the rewards we can get in Invasions, and I'll talk about a couple other things as well. A huge shout out to Winter Galaxy in our Discord server for throwing all this up on day one. I could have actually shared this a lot sooner, but when the definitive edition dropped, I focused on that, and I didn't know if you guys wanted me to do this video or not, but I'm pleasantly surprised and happy to see that people are still going to ride MK1 out until the next MK game. Unless it is Injustice, which I know some of you will jump onto. I don't know how many of you will. It would be a good time for me to try it out. I really hope it's Mortal Kombat though. I'm going to go ahead and start with the first one, and I'm going to go in the order of the way Winter posted them here. I'm not going to sit here and write this one too long because my favorite ones are the Deception Shao Kahn and the movie skin that just came out for him. Some of these palettes I actually like a lot more than I expected. I thought they were going to be more of a pop pink, but they're pretty subtle and I like the dark accents as well. The next one here is Quan Chi, which is really close to Shao Kahn. You're going to find this one in a chest. Anytime I see this skin, it reminds me of the Flintstones. I don't know if any color for this palette is really going to make me change my mind on how I feel about it. I use different skins for Quan Chi. I'm not really big on this one. Hopefully for some of you Quan Chi players out there, maybe you'll like it. Then the next one, which I think is the best one you can get here in the Ramparts, is Ermac. The dude needed his Order of Darkness skin for a long time. The more palettes the better, especially since we're coming to a halt. I don't know how much more content we're going to get. However, for me, Ermac equals red. This is purple. I guess it's close enough. Honestly, I don't think it looks that bad. I really haven't seen this one in gameplay yet, but I think Smoke looks really decent in it, and them both being a hooded ninja with Ermac being kind of dead. Kind of similar. I think I'll like it. It looks okay here. I have a feeling it'll look better in game. The next one you can get is Tanya, also located in a chest at the bottom of the map. Not a big fan of the skin, not a big fan of the color. It reminds me of a mermaid. You know what though? Some people probably like mermaids and Tanya, so might work for some people. Moving myself out of the way for this last one, it's Reiko, and he's at the end of the Rampart Mesa. I like this one. It's one of the better looking Reiko skins, and the palette looks decent as well. Right off the rip, in the Sundo Festival Mesa is a gear piece for Lime, which is pretty fitting given the Mesa. Hey guys, just a quick interjection. I really do want to thank you so much for your support. We've hit over 4,000 subscribers now. I started this channel 1 year ago solely for the intent of Mortal Kombat. And it's my journey here to connect with more Mortal Kombat fans and continue going. I know most of you guys already know this, but I can't say it enough, and maybe someone is watching that's new to this channel. We have an amazing audience here, and I'm very thankful for it. It's honestly the community and the vibe. It's what you guys put in here. And whether you're just watching the videos, the likes, the comments, it all really does mean a lot. Some of you go as far as to join the live streams, whether you're playing against me or you're just genuinely enjoying the live stream itself. I could genuinely keep going. I'm very thankful. We're at 4,000. I'm very proud of how far we've made it. We're on our way to 5,000 now. Let's jump back to the video. Thank you guys. I like this Takeda palette, and it's early on. It's really easy to get to. You just go through a portal, and it's in the second mesa right at the start. If you really don't feel like completing invasions and you really like this palette, I would say it's worth it just to knock out a mesa and grab it. The next one up is a fan for Katana, which you can also find in a chest at the very top. The last two rewards are at the end of the mesa, and that is Kung Lao and Sindel. The Kung Lao one I actually really like. This is my favorite skin for Kung Lao and MK1. And as far as the Sindel skin and palette, this is also a hit. This is pretty close to what her original colors are. It's a good skin for her as well. It's like the beginning of the mesa is alright, and towards the end is really nice. Going through the middle, there's a whole lot of nothing. Next up is Tarkatan Colony. Don't worry, I'm not really covering anything significant up. All the rewards available on this map, you can see right now. When I look at this skin sometimes and the palettes that are available for it, I see that default gear piece and I just don't think it looks that great. However, once a better gear piece is on it, it does make a big difference. It's hard to miss. It's the very first chest on this mesa. After you grab that, if you keep going straight and you want a scorpion piece, there is a gear in the chest. And I gotta say, it's a pretty decent mask. Not only do a lot of them look good, but he seems to get a lot of them too. Now I can tell on the map, next ahead is Shang Tsung. Not really a big fan of this skin. The palette in itself, the colors aren't terrible, but I just really don't like the skin. But for those of you Shang players that like it, here it is. And the next one's a good reward all around in my opinion. I think it's a decent palette. Not only that, you get a gear piece with it as well. Whenever they synchronize a reward like a skin and a gear piece together, I think that's pretty cool. And the last one here is another Havoc palette, same skin, and I would say this one's better than the first one that's available here on this mesa. You can't miss it. In fact, you kind of have to get it if you're going to progress forward. It's right after the boss fight. Holy crap, there's so much on this mesa. If you want to get all these skins and gear pieces, then you're going to have to clear a lot of this mesa. Honestly, I thought it was going to be harder to kind of squeeze into here, but it's not too bad. This is the Fire Temple, and the first chest you have access to has the Kataravala Natara skin. One of those skins for the characters that looks nothing like the character, in my opinion. This is the Natara one, and Shang Tsung also has one too where it looks nothing like him, as well as Li Mei. Go on further up, still in the beginning of the Fire Temple, and you'll get the Sector palette, which I think is pretty decent. I really feel like MK1 can't be done yet. Yes, I do think they are done with DLC, any kind of packs or story expansions, but you can't end this game with one skin on Cyrax and Sector. The guest characters, yes, you gotta give Cyrax and Sector at least one more skin. Anyway, go over and you'll see a Kenshi palette, and this one's pretty decent. I like this skin. It's his Order of Darkness skin. I remember when this skin was new. It's still too early for this game to be wrapping up. I'm not going to be a Debbie Downer, honestly and genuinely, this is a pretty decent palette for the skin. However, the boss fight before that one gives a really nice skin. Yes, I'm being biased, but I do think it looks decent as well, and that is Smoke's Order of Darkness with this palette. I already have the one from the seasonal store, which looks pretty similar. Most of these do, but they are different, and if you want that extra detail, if you do want to unlock everything, of course you'll want to do invasions. For the sake of having to have all of Smoke's palettes, I have to do it, at the very least for his Order of Darkness skin, because that's one of my favorite skins for him. Now, if you go to the chest above it, you're going to get this palette for Melina, which I do believe was already available in the original Season 4 for Melina's season. This looks just like a Combat League palette I already earned from that season. Last but not least are the gear pieces. They're both in the middle of the map, and I don't know how I feel about the one for Scorpion just based off this look. I'll have to see it in game. I gotta say, this is one of the mesas where pretty much every reward here is good, which I think that's the way it should be. I think the further you go, the better the reward should be. Either way, even if you do have the MK1 Cyrax, there's another palette available for it. It's definitely worth it in my opinion. And the location for this palette is the closest chest to the boss on the map. This is one of the better Liu Kang skins, and it's also a decent palette, and you'll get it after one of the miniature boss fights. And I would say this is probably Baraka's best skin in the game. I don't know how debatable that is, or if that's a hot take. Regardless, you're going to get it after you defeat the boss of this mesa. Like I said about the Scorpion gear pieces, there's certainly no shortage. That one's all the way up on the map. You know, I didn't think about it till now, but I suppose I could actually just point to the location instead of verbally trying to explain it to you. How the hell I got 4,000 subscribers, I don't know, but thank you. Of course, I get the easiest map once I realize I can point to the directions for you guys to make it easier. Let's work our way from the start of the map. There's a Reiko gear piece. This is so much easier. It's the only thing available on that floor, and then the next floor over, it's going to be a Natara skin and palette. And I think this one's really worth it even if you don't play Natara, in case you change your mind later. At least that's what I tell myself, because I think this one looks that good. Although I'm typically not a big fan of Cyrax getting darker colored palettes, just because I feel like Cyrax should be the lighter cyborg and Sector should be the darker one. This one doesn't look bad. Honestly, it looks really good. It does. I just wish this was more towards Sector. Give it to Sector and don't make one that's so similar to Cyrax. That also brings us to the Reptile palette and skin. I have seen this one in gameplay and it does look really good. Even though Reptile's typically green, sometimes those darker palettes just look really good on them. And then the last skin and palette out of all invasions, of course, is Melina. The palette itself for this skin is probably one of the best ones available for her. When Melina's season first came out, they were the palettes for Havoc season. It just didn't look right, and it's finally nice to see Melina get the justice she needs for her season. Just in case you're watching this within 5 days of the upload, I have 250, that puts me in the top 20%. Someone posted in the Discord today, they have almost 450, and that puts them in the top 5%. Seriously guys, again, thank you so much. We've made it to 4,000 subscribers, now we're on our way to 5. It's a really good feeling, guys. I've been grinding on this channel since I started it a year ago now. If you haven't caught me in the live stream, you can jump over there. I'm live on most nights. Right now I'm doing Combat League live. To support this channel, you can leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and if you want to further support this journey, you can also become a channel member as well. Perks down in the description box below, and I will see you guys live and or in the next video. Much love everyone, and take care.